No, he just
Okay,
had
so
another surgery not too long
this is
ago.
Cinema 4D. For
What all
example,
did he get broke up?
here's one of the ones I've just been working on. You'll see it in like a 2D image, but in this program you work in 3D. Though you can work in 2D. These other panels here are your two-dimensional views. It's just set for wireframe, but I can change that if
Or
I
was
wanted
it
to at the
all
moment.
internal?
What else have we got?
A bunch of ribs, his legs, and I don't know what all.
So I can, like you saw the
Are you
ones with the
saying there
Yamato
going to be
guns
any
in it, for
permanent
example.
damage?
I'll just open one of them. Surely I can find it. Flames, try that. Yeah, this is it. Take a while to load. There we go. So as
No,
you can
not
see
really. They
there,
think he can make a full recovery, is what they're saying.
you see the Yamato there. There's water there they've put in. Oh, just to stop the amount of memory being used, I've cut away the bottom of
Well,
the
that's a
ship
good thing.
because I was running out of RAM. But here, I'll open one of the ships. You can have a look. I got a lot of
Yeah,
ships.
I've pulled down
Where are
4 of
they?
them Italian
Models
bundles, and so far I
29A.
haven't gotten
Yeah, this is
the
the
Genova.
Moskva, but with the space camo on it.
I pulled down 3 of the 500 drop uh, bundles in the Halloween, and like I said, I got that uh, Tier 8 permanent camo. Personally, I think it looks a little lame. Not much of a
And then we
demon
can
on the
render it.
face on the bow of the thing. It's looks more like a
This will take a minute to get
hell. What do they
moving
call it?
because I've got something else rendering there. There it goes.
Crap.
And I can really
Not the
dial up the
Joker
settings.
type
When I add
thing,
a
but
camera, I have access to a lot of
another
things. You've
one of
got focal
those
length, sensor size,
humorous
f-stop, so I can mess
depictions
around with depth of
of the demon.
field, everything like that. Go into physical rendering, switch on depth of field, lower this to a low f, well actually that's a high f-stop to
But to
lower the
buy it
number.
straight out costs 4,000
In fact, we'll
doubloons,
make that
so I
even
figure I
lower.
got a good
This is
deal
just
on
for
it, even if I do
demonstration
think it's kind
purposes.
of goofy looking.
We set the focus distance. So say here, this area here will be in focus. Everything in the background will be blurry, just like a real camera. I'm going to change the physical settings to progressive, pass count. I just got to stop this other thing rendering. It should be ready now anyway. And then this will render faster now. Whoa, shit, that's a lot of blur. Maybe even too much, eh? So we'll bring that back up and just back up to 1. Alright, let's have a look now. You see there, that's in focus, everything else is blurry. You can see a little counter down here, that's how many passes it's doing.
10s looks better than it does for the 8.
If I do nothing, it'll stop at 256 passes. But I can set it for even more if I
I
wanted.
hadn't have got it out of a bundle, I'd be wanting my money back.
The more passes, the better it looks. In fact, we'll just change the camera angle there. And we'll lower the f-stop 3.2, say. Change the focus point to, say, I don't know, here. And let's render. Still a bit much. Let's try a little higher, say 5. I can make it look even better by adding a sky and then using a special image called a HDRI, which is a high definition reflection image, reflective image. You can see it's starting to look nice there. Go a little higher again. Try 7. Or not, you know, you could put it on the guns, for example, here. Set the focus distance to these ones. So what'll happen here is things that are too close will be blurry, but also far away now. How cool is that? And I assure you, man, this thing is just crazy, the things you can do with it. A lot of animation movies and things like that have used this. It's just unreal. How I copied the World of Warships logo, I'll see if I can just bring that up and show you how I did that, for example. It's pretty simple in a sense, but it was also tricky. We've got to go to projects for that one. There we go. Just get rid of that background there. Alright, so there you can see the
You got a Grozavoy, Michael?
No.
I was wondering if it had the torpedo reload booster on it.
someone was asking about the wood textures. There's the basic wood textures I've
It's
got,
only
but
got 8K torques too.
none of them really worked very well on the steering wheel. But anyway, just for this we need a chrome. The anchor looks nice with the chrome, I've noticed.
But it's got 630
Place
millimeter guns on it. So
Quickly
it's
render
pretty
it. There
good
it
little
is.
gun.
But we can zip around. You can see it's a proper three-dimensional object there. How I did it though was I copied their logo. Can you see that there? You can see there their logo, and basically I get like a pen, and I've just traced around it using Bezier points like that. Just doing this very quickly. It'd take about an hour to properly do this, and I won't do that to you. But believe it or not, I only do half of it, not the whole thing. Go around like that, and then actually, yeah, then just go around, move that over like that. Oops. I know what's wrong. Do that. Now we're right. I'm just doing this very quickly. Normally I'd be much more careful, zoomed in like this. Also I have to change the transparency of it a bit so I can see what I'm doing better. You know what I mean? So you just go around, you do all that, then I've got to do cuts and different things to, like, because it's higher here and lower there, so that was where the tricky bit was, getting that all right. But yeah, just trace over it like that, and Bob's your auntie. But yeah, this program is amazing, but honestly I don't recommend anyone learn to use it. I recommend that you learn Blender, a program called Blender. It's basically the same thing. There it is there. And yeah, I really don't know how to use Blender very well, but if I could turn back time, I would have rather used Blender because it's open source and free. But anyway, Cinema 4D is absolutely fantastic. There's amazing resources out there in the way of tutorials and free models and different things, and yeah, it's just really cool. You've got all your basic shapes here. You can just build with blocks too if you want. You can just change the shape of them like that. You can change the number of segments in it, see, like whoop, whoop. And then, you know, you can make it what's called editable, and then you can select just parts of that. It's got a whole sculpting mode where you can literally sculpt these things. It's not working at the moment. What's going wrong here? we go, see? And you can, this is how you can actually sculpt like a head or a skull or anything you want. You can change the size of your tool, has a totally different effect, pulls a small portion out, something like that. And you render it, there's that. You can subdivide it even more to make it look smoother. Oh shit, I might have pressed that a bit much. Oh no, there we go. See, now it's nice and smooth. Yeah, totally. It's just an amazing program. Oops. There's just, it's amazing the things you can do. Just, you can do character animation. I've just been working on one. Got a free anime girl off some website there, and I have been trying to animate it. Where's the project file? Be under models, I suppose. In fact, before I show you that, I'll show you the basic one was this one. Oh, I've got to relink the textures, but yeah, there's this girl here, and it's just working out the global illumination and irradiance cache. I'll get rid of this and show you my one. I've done all this work and fixed it up. Sometimes they're not so perfect when you get them. But there's the model, and basically I've added these, like these animation points inside it, and she was a few steps further along than this, but that was the girl. Yeah, this was the final one I'd done. Now, when I did animate it though, it kind of broke. Well, it broke the clothing. You can see that the clothing's tearing there as she moves. Just make this come back around here. I don't know if you can see that there, but her clothing's broken. Just there next to her boobies, it's all torn. And it doesn't look right. I have to figure out how to this, because I'm just learning about character animation, but you can see her clothing's torn, so that's no good. It makes it look pretty crummy. But yeah, this model was actually free, and quite often these models cost a fortune, upwards of at least $100. And yeah, but you can get a lot of free ones as well. Some are not so good, others are just amazing. I can't believe they give them away for free. So yeah, that concludes the tour of Cinema 4D. As you can see, it's a three-dimensional program, you know, like a CAD program, or it is CAD. You can design houses. In fact, I have a city generator, a plugin that generates cities. There we go. Check this out. Look at that. And you can like go down inside there and everything. Like you can drive a car through it or whatever you want to do. Let's do a quick render there. You see there, that's a city. Zoom in. It's just an error coming up there. If I was going to work on this, there's things I can do about that. I can fix that. Let's just absolutely amazing. The program itself has what do you call it? Like examples. Yeah, examples. So something like a soda can. There. From memory, this one takes a little while to render because of the water droplets and ice particles. It has a whole particle system in it with what they call dynamics, but what that really means is physics. So you can literally simulate things. You can use it like a simulator to simulate, yeah, the behavior of things. So like yeah, I'd have to make this video another 10 minutes longer to give you a demo of that. In fact, surely they have dynamics examples in here. Pretty sure they do from memory. Simulation. Yeah, you can do clothing and cloth. Oh wow. I don't remember looking at this one. Got aerodynamics as well. It's amazing program, absolutely amazing. Actually, before I render that, what's this thing do? There we go, look at that, there's a lolly coming out. If it was properly rendered, it would go a little faster. It's just my computer's struggling to display this at 30 frames a second or more. It's only running at like 12 frames a second for this scene. That's because we've also got, probably because we've got this open as well. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing.